Behind me. Now, officials are saying at this point, are not telling us where the women are, but they do say that under normal circumstances, they would be working with a non-governmental organization to give them things like housing, probably some clothing, and a way of getting in touch with their families. The two women from the Philippines work behind these gates, the residence of the Saudi Arabian defense attaché. A luxurious guarded compound in McLean, Virginia, valued at almost $3 million, with bars on the windows. State Department officials tell CNN the women claim the Saudi diplomat living inside held their passports, forced them to work extremely long hours, did not pay them, would enter their rooms and wouldn't let them lock their doors. Officials say so far there appears to be no indication of physical or sexual abuse. The women somehow contacted the Philippine embassy for help. It in turn informed U.S. authorities. Agents from Homeland Security and the State Department came to the house and removed the women. They're calling them potential trafficking victims and have launched an investigation.
That is so sad to think that somebody had to cry for help in some way. I don't know how they did that.
Francis Roller, a neighbor, says the attaché and his family moved in about 2 years ago.
They have a lot of people around the security section, and but everything's very quiet. Everyone's very polite. If you happen to encounter anyone who works there, they're very nice.
One major complication, if these charges are proven, is that staff of the embassy have diplomatic immunity, making it virtually impossible to prosecute them.
Diplomats are under a duty to respect the laws and regulations of the receiving state. And so that's something that holds true for diplomats here and that we hold true for our people.
A nation can waive diplomatic immunity, allowing its officials to be prosecuted. Georgia did that when one of its diplomats, driving drunk, killed a woman pedestrian in Washington in 1997. But nations, including the United States, also have flown their diplomats home so they don't have to face prosecution. The State Department says trafficking is common in Saudi Arabia. And its annual trafficking report says workers there face long working hours without rest, deprivation of food, threats, physical or sexual abuse, and restrictions on movement. Now, investigators say they came to the house within minutes of getting that tip, and that is the way it's supposed to work. They take the women out of the circumstances they're in and then launch the investigation. And a lot, Wolf, is still unknown. We've tried contacting the Saudi embassy numerous times, but so far they're not making any public statements.